Hey guys, it's 6 something. I just got a phone call. One of the buildings, luckily it's nearby, it's a fiveplex, I think. And the tenants shut it down late last night. They had something blow on a toilet and it was leaking from their upstairs downstairs. And they couldn't get the angle stop off. They couldn't get the angle stop off. I'm sorry. They couldn't get the angle stop to shut off. So basically, they got a hold of me, and me and Vinny are going to go to try to stop the leak or fix the leak or whatever, but get the building back on, and then we're going to move forward with our other jobs that we have, because she does have 2 toilets. So we're going to just go there, try to get the building on and see what happens. Hopefully, it's got an old gate valve. Hopefully that gate valve will work. I've been asking them to change it out for a while. I've been wanting to change it out. In fact, I got the parts on the truck to change it out. But because it's so low, it's going to be a weird shape when we're done with it. But that doesn't matter. It'd be, all fixed and all copper. Anyway, we're going to head there. Vinny's going to follow me over, and then he's going to go to his day, and I'm going to go do my day. And then we'll probably meet back up at that job and fix it later. Okay guys, I just talked to the lady that lives in that apartment. She said that she got a knock at her door from downstairs that water was coming down. She went upstairs and her floor had about a 1/4 inch of water in the bathroom floor. So I guess we'll go over there, turn the main on, see where it's leaking, and then shut it right back off. Unless it's obvious where it's leaking. Sometimes it's so freaking obvious that you don't have to test it. But we'll see. We're gonna look at it and see what's going on. Okay, here's tenant number A, and he knows what happened here.
Who am I talking to?
Me and
okay.
YouTube and
last night water went up in the middle of the night. So I went out and went to check the water next door to these guys' other place over here, see if they had water, and they did. And then I came back in here and I said, okay, maybe that's it. I reached down and grabbed that. It wasn't that tight last night. Maybe the fire department did it, I don't know. But then the lady, when I was coming back in the unit next door, she came out and she said that she gave me a note. They shut the water off. Now I don't know if it was the fire department or them.
okay.
But the fire department showed to some lady upstairs, and
So it's either at the main or here.
I think it's right.
Okay, I'm gonna go look because I've got only a few minutes to report back to them. So look at that squirrel. How cute.
No, man, that's my pet.
Okay.
I feed that guy, man. That dog.
I think he's cute.
That's my buddy, man. I got 4 of them come around here.
I love him. Okay, I'm gonna check it out.
But I don't know if the fire department did.
Okay, so anyway, guys, what we're gonna do is I looked at this and it looks like it's open already, or it may be closed. I don't know, but I don't want to touch it until I know for sure. You never want to disturb something that bad, unless you have to. So we're gonna go over here and see what we got.
It does look like he's looking for something.
Okay, guys, we're gonna find it because we're gonna find out right now if that's. Vinny, did you get that open?
I got more.
Oh, okay. I don't need too much more because
No, that's okay. Well, Brandon called me and wanted me to go check the wax ring around the toilet. Just telling you. And
I need a little.
I'm just going to send him a message saying I think it's a little more than a wax ring.
Okay.
So, and the lady downstairs, next door, she said that her roof or her ceiling is bubbled down.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't have any damage that I can tell, just no water.
Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn the water on. We turn the angle stop off to the toilet, and we're gonna turn the water on and see what happens. But I am gonna talk to BK. I'm gonna break away because I'm gonna have to talk to B, and you know what I mean, and let them know the water's going on so they can watch just in case it's not the toilet. All right, let's see. Is it on or off?
Looks like it's off. 2 rings are touching.
Okay,
Right?
so yeah, so it's off. Okay, so I'm gonna go talk to B first, and the one that actually has the water coming down. That way, we're gonna turn it on slow, and they can tell me if there's water coming down or if it's a toilet, because we got the toilet off. So if you got the toilet off
It can't be that.
and it ain't the toilet, then it's a pipe in the
So
ceiling.
if I turn it on, should I go up to C and turn off the faucet though, eventually? So she doesn't seem spooked. She's gonna think the fucking...
No, I can go up there and do that, and you can
Alright.
watch B, because let me just see. I'll let you know. Okay, I'm gonna break away from the video so I can call you. Okay, man, everybody's like putting their 2 cents in, and I've had enough because I can't think. Okay, listen, Vinny. Whatever you do, don't respond to anything these people tell you to do or say, okay? Don't shut no water off unless you talk to me first, even if it's dripping. Just talk to me first. Now, what I think happened is when you turned on the water, he heard it. But that's because I was running upstairs, her hot and cold, getting the air out. And not only that, I think she's all clogged up. I think she clogged her toilet. So we're going to go flush it. And if the water comes up underneath the wax ring, that's what we got. But I noticed her water in her sink drain is clogged up. It's all backed up. Toilet, everything. I'm going to run some water in the bathtub as well and see if that's clogged. And then I think once we unclog it, maybe set a new ring. You know what I mean? She's got 2 toilets up there, right? One in the hall and one. Yeah, so. Okay, let's go see if her other toilet is clogged. Because we might be able to clear that clog with the 6-inch, with the 6-foot auger instead of the 3. You know what I mean?
The toilet one.
Yeah, we might, if her other toilet isn't clogged. Let's go see. Okay, guys, we got the water off. We got the water on in the main. The person down below says he heard the same noise he heard before the water came down, but no water's coming down. We got the water on, so we're going to leave the water pressure up for about 10 or 15 minutes to see if any water comes down. That'll let me know if there's a leak in a pipe up there. Then we're going to start flushing toilets, and that's probably when we're going to see a little water come down. So we're going to do a little troubleshooting, guys. I'll get back to you. Okay, guys, we left that morning emergency, and I think I know what it was. When we walked in there, the first thing I did was to make sure that the water was off, was I turned her water faucet on for the bathroom sink, the vanity. And then when I went and turned the water on to see what was going on, I wanted to get the air out of the lines, so I turned her vanity back on, and I noticed right away she had a clogged bathroom vanity. Well, this is what we did. After we were done, after we turned the water on, we had the toilet off at the angle stop. So I ran a bunch of water. So what I did was I turned on the water in her sink, and I could see that thing was clogged. And so then what we did was we unclogged that sink. And then once the sink was unclogged, we then ran it for about 5 or 10 minutes to see if we got any water downstairs before we even touched the toilet. We wanted to see. We ran that thing 10, 15 minutes and nothing. So then we turned on the toilet and we started flushing it. Nothing. Nothing was clogged other than the bathroom sink. I thought maybe the whole line was clogged, and that's what was happening. It was working its way up back the toilet and out the wax ring. But I flushed the toilet while I was unclogging the sink, or Vinny did, and it was free and clear. So basically what I think and we did change the fluid master, because on the fluid masters they've been known to flip the top and start spraying all over the place. So we figured, hey, it's the $8 part, we'll do it. And this is what we pulled out of her sink in her vanity. Let me get a picture of that. Anyway, that's what we pulled out of her vanity. So we ran the vanity for 10 or 15 minutes. Then we turned on the toilet and checked for all the obvious leaks. And the other one, yeah. Checked for all the obvious leaks. And nothing was leaking on the toilet. We changed the fluid master just to be safe. And we flushed that thing 15, 20 times. And no water came downstairs. I know what she did. It's just one of these things you can feel. What happened was, and she probably still don't know it happened, because the fire department was there. What happened was, she went to wash her hands before going to bed. She turned off her water, but had it crack just a little bit, just a slight little drip, not even a drip, a little bit of a run, and didn't realize she hadn't shut her water off. And then she went to bed. Then all of a sudden, the water started overflowing the sink and onto the floor and into the next apartment. They couldn't wake her up, so they called the fire department. The fire department woke her up. After the fire department woke her up, they went inside, and I can imagine fire department doesn't want to get involved, on civil matters like, be a witness that she ruined the bathroom. I think all they did was they walked in there. They probably saw the water was running a little bit, shut the water off, and then turned the water off to the building and left. That's about how the tenant said it went. He wasn't up there when the fire department went into the apartment because they didn't know if they had like a crime scene or just where maybe she died or had a heart attack. So the fire department went in first. They were in there about 40 seconds, almost a minute. They came back out and said that the water's off. They don't see any water running because that was... I'm not sure if they shut the water off first and then went upstairs or what, but I can just imagine that if the water was running still and they saw the faucet, they just shut it off and they don't really say anything and they just head out of there. Because once they saw the lady was okay, they left real quick. So that's kind of what happened there. So far, we left apartment B in charge, the guy where the leak is, and he's got my shut-off tool because the gate valve is shot. And basically, he's going to watch things today. I told him what I thought it was. So I told the lady upstairs to flush her toilet as much as possible and use everything as normal. And we'll see what happens in the next couple days. But it's one of those things, you can't go tearing the guy's ceiling apart and shit like that unless you really know. You know what I mean? And it kind of just adds up that, because she's in her 80s. And I think she just didn't shut her water off all the way. The sink is clogged, the water filled up, went over, and that was that. But we'll see. I'll let you know if anything comes up today. Hey guys, we're going to a job right now. We got that leak that was a little out of control done. It appears the lady overfilled her sink, didn't know that the water was on dribbling, and she had a clogged drain. It might have took an hour to fill that bowl up, or maybe even longer, but it eventually filled it up at around 11 at night. And lucky enough, the guy was able to shut the water off, and they got a hold of me real early in the morning. So I juggled things around, and me and Vinny got out there and took care of it. Now we're going to where we were supposed to go. This guy wants this apartment wants a vent fan. They're remodeling the bathroom because it was full of mold, and they want a exhaust fan in there. They want it as close to the tub. We don't want to put it over the tub because every time we put it over the tub, yes, you can put one over the tub as long as you hook it to a GFCI, but it rusts out the bearings. The bearings don't last long, and they start making noise. So we're gonna put it right on the border of the bathtub and where the toilet is, in the middle, wherever we can, because it has a flat roof. There's no venting, no ducting, it's no attic space. So basically we're gonna have to pick a spot. They want it wired to the light. They want to make sure, since this guy is requesting it, that he uses it. And so every time he turns the light on, this fan's going to go on unless he gets in there and unplugs it or something. But they want it there, so we're going to plug it right into the light fixture, and that'll save some money not having to run a switch. But then we're going to have to pop a hole in the flat roof above. And I've been using these vent not caps. The cap goes on top of the vent pipe, but I've been using these boots for years. I've been using these old boots that are just rubber, where you cut the hole out for the vent, and then once you get it screwed down, you put some plastic cement underneath it, and then screw it down, and then you put some plastic cement over it. And I've got buildings that I've been using this boot for 20 years, 25 years. I even got one on mine, and never had a leak with it, never. But I am very excessive when I put the plastic cement on. I mean, I go overkill, but that's just the way I do everything, I guess. Anyway, Vinny's over there trying to find a location for it. The guy's gone for 2 days, so this worked out perfect. So anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna miss my turn here because I'm jaw jacking. Anyway, we're gonna get over there and see where Vinny's chosen to put it and why. And we got him a really good exhaust fan with high CFM and low noise, hopefully. So anyway, with that being said, we'll be there in a few minutes. See you guys there. Okay guys, we're at this job. It's the second window. It's the window to the right with the hole in it. The one to the right, basically he's I could hear his sawzall or something up there. Anyway, he's gonna pick a spot there, and then we're gonna go through the flat part of the roof. We're parked over here, so, and we're gonna be working up there. They moved the cars for us because we didn't know if we were gonna need a ladder. We didn't know if we were gonna come out the stucco out the front and with a 90 down where they got the stucco covering in where the raptor tails are. They got all that covered in with stucco. We didn't know what we were gonna do until we get in there, but we decided to go straight through the roof. So we're just gonna put a vent pipe. There's no caps on that part of the roof. It's just flat. So at least that's what we think it is, or else we won't be going up there. We'll be doing through the stucco, but I believe it's flat. Okay guys, the roof line is flat, so it's going to be just rolled roofing up there. No big deal. I've put so many of these vents using the same boot. It never fails me. Yeah, it's like that one right there. Okay guys, let's go in here and see what we got. Alright guys, he's got his stuff laid out. This is the bathroom they're putting in.
Tape doesn't stick into the ceiling.
Nah.
I even tried cleaning the ceiling with water and...
I get it. Okay, see guys, basically if we put it in here, the bearings get bad and you have to have a GFCI in the circuit. The way we would do a GFCI if we wanted to, we put a box here, or take that one out and put a double, and then the hot wire would go into the GFCI, and then another wire that's protected would come into the light switch right here and then go all the way. Now this GFCI protects that fan, but because this fan is going to have problems with its bearings being directly where the steam goes. Yes, steam goes this way too and gets in there. Yes, we know that, but we've also known how to experiences put them in the bathtub and the bearings go on and we have to replace the motors all the time. All right, and they want it right here. Here's the border. So we're going to put it maybe right over the toilet, in the middle, as much to the middle. If we can't put it in the middle, Vinny, then go this way, over the toilet.
So yeah, so I have one stud here, then here, then here.
So we'll go in between it.
For every 16 it does.
Okay, so we'll put it in between. Or you know what? Can we hug this stud? Listen.
So it's gonna be like.
Can we hug that stud as much as possible?
Yeah, we could put it. It's between this one.
Okay, put it
between here.
Okay, well put it as far to
as
the.
we can
yes,
here.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, guys. So this is where he's gonna go with it. I have to go to a few other jobs. He's gonna get
and as middle as this.
Yeah, as middle as you can to the toilet, like right over this waistline.
Between these two joists.
Yes, that's exactly where that'd be nice. Okay, and
cool. That helps a lot.
We don't have to worry about the drywall on this job. The painter's coming, and so they're gonna do that. So with that being said, oh look, when they did demo, they bent the pipe, the copper pipe. Look at that. That's no good. Sometimes it'll start to drip here now, but I don't know if they did it. It could have been that way before they did it. Anyway, I'm assuming. And these are not the same painters, guys. These are the painters we work with, these guys here. And you can see they do other things. So they're doing the tile work. I think they put the valve in, and they're really good guys. They're licensed, bonded. They're the right people. And they're Hispanic. The people that I'm having problems are Vietnamese, right? The ones over at Star One. And these guys here, they're three brothers, I think. Yeah. And they got a license. They're bonded. They're the whole 9 yards.
You can tell the difference.
Yeah, right away.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna let Vinny get to work. I have to go to a HUD. It's a HUD. They did a walkthrough at one of their units where they accept HUD, and it has about 8 or 9 items that need to be fixed. So I'm just gonna go walk through it. That way tomorrow, me and Vinny can go there and hit that list. We're gonna run our vent straight through, and on the attic. But before you do, Vinny, once you mark your vent hole this way, you're going to want to run a drill bit up there and just leave it up there. You know, take it off the drill and just let it hang in there wedge it. And then go up there and make sure. But before you even run the drill bit, go up there and make sure we're not going to be on top of something. You know what I mean? I'd rather you just go do a visual, you know, because you know how many feet. You know you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 feet. If there's nothing in this general area, you're good to go. Put the hole, and then we'll put a hole saw, and then we'll put our boot, and we'll tar the shit out. We should be able to do this all in one day.
Yeah.
And once I get done with that walkthrough, then...
I mean, you came at the perfect time just to find these.
Okay, so anyway, guys, I'm going to get going here. Vinny can do a little video on with his phone, and I'll try to incorporate it on mine because he's got an iPhone, I've got a Samsung, so we'll see what happens. Okay, guys, I just left that job, that estimate, where, you know, I left Vinny's job with the ventilation job that we're doing. And I went over to this apartment where they have like a HUD list and went through it. It's pretty simple. We were going to do it tomorrow, but the lady would rather us we do it on Thursday because she's got a doctor's appointment and she'd really like to be there because she's the one that has to actually remotely report all the work back to HUD. So she'd like to be there to take pictures as we do it. So with that being said, I'm headed back to Vinny's right now, and we'll see what he's done so far. So, all right, guys, we'll talk to you in a little bit when we get back to Vinny's job. Okay, guys, we're back. I wasn't gone that long. I was probably gone maybe an hour and 5 minutes. He's all parked over here because the street sweeping was coming, but they already came on that side, so I'm good to go, I guess. I think that's what it says. Something like that, yeah. Alright, anyway. We'll see. I think he was going to get an extension. Yeah, his extension ladder is off the van. So that means he's got that up for me because, you know, I got to go on the roof. He's only done one roofing job. And I want to be up there for the second. Let's see if he's got it. See, like the painters that are working here that we work with, the guys I was telling you about, the license, they're putting all this in. You know, they're doing all this. They just didn't want to do the exhaust fan because of the roof. There's Vinny's ladder up there. So, yeah. So anyway, we're helping out on this. Okay, guys. He went ahead and cut his hole to the size he needs over there. And then he's going to vent it straight out here. He put a little hole through. You can see the daylight right there. And that's where the 7-inch is going to go. He's going to pop through there and put our vent. Now what he's going to do is he's going to put a hole right below that top plate. Let's see, right in there. And maybe one over here. That way he can, and then put a hole in that one rafter that you see right there. And he'll put his Romex, he'll bring his Romex from here through the rafter over to this drywall hole and over here and drill it through and connect wire nut into this guy over here. So we might have 3 more holes at the most.
Should I take that fixture down?
Yeah, you're going to need it down. Go ahead. Alright, let's see what Vinny's got here. Okay, that looks good. His box is all wired up. That's where he's going to go with his vent. He's got his wiring coming down there. Well, it's right into the box. He's got his 2 pigtails for his new light fixture. They're putting in the light fixture, not us. We just leave it pigtails. That looks great. Good job. So, get that in. We'll go on the roof and cut a hole. Okay, he's celebrating because we thought we were going to have to open up another hole to get, see that black piece here that slides onto the box? We didn't know how we were going to get that in without putting another hole. And we're trying to do this with the least amount of holes. So even though we're not repairing the drywall, we're still trying to take it easy on the owner on the repairs of the drywall.
And
so
the ceiling's so low,
yeah.
I can't go up.
So anyway, he was able to push the box in an angle and then stick the vent. Because see, that's got a vent on it already. That vent, show where the vent is. There's the vent right there. It's already taped on right there. It is. It's already on there, taped and everything, so it made it a little bit more difficult, but he was able to line everything up and not have to open up that hole or another hole. So that's a good job. I'm gonna let him get that on there and then we'll go from there. All right guys, he's got the box in. It's all sandwiched between the drywall, and he's got a couple mounting things that he's gonna put on the sides, and we'll go from there. Okay guys, everything's wired, but he's got to take this off because you can't have this dimmer on that fan. It's not good for it. So we're going to put on a normal switch for that. So, okay guys, these are the boots that we always use right here. We like these. You just cut the hole and put your ABS pipe through there, and you butter this up with plastic cement all the way around it. You put it in place, get some Simpsons, screw it all down, and then over here you get your plastic cement and start bringing it out like this. This will be solid to the plywood with the asphalt, and then you just start from this lip and you just cement it down, never go anywhere. Okay, we got our, this is the vent cap. This is my go-to vent cap. I use it for heater vents. I use it for bathroom exhaust vents. Sometimes if I don't want shit going in a drain vent, you know, some of the drain vents, the vent pipes that, you know, I'll cover it with this because I don't want shit in there going in there. Sometimes birds will go in there and make a nest. I've had that happen on several occasions, so finally I'll put a cap on it, even though it's just a plumbing vent. But what I like about this, I like the angle that it has. The rain, it never goes in, never gets in here. I put, like, on my heater vent, you probably saw how I did my heater vent at my own house. This is my go-to cap that I use always. I've never had anybody calling me and saying, hey, water's getting in the vent and it's coming out my bathroom exhaust. So just a couple screws around there and we're done. Okay, just finish that off. Just a little more. Okay, so we got 3 screws in it, nice and tight, so we're good to go. Now we'll show you what we're going to do with the rest of that. Okay guys, next we're going to cut this boot. And when you cut these, I like to cut them like whatever perfect sizes. You can cut on the inner lip or you can cut on the outer lip, whatever matches what you're going to be using. So we're going to pick a lip and get it cut. Okay guys, you just take this here, you put this inside like this, and you can see where you're going to need to cut it. Hold this, man. Yeah. You can see right there that you're going to probably need to cut right here. And if you cut on the inside lip, then that'll all plunge in there. And then of course we're going to put tar around all that and everything we need. But
right here, it's 3 1/4, 2 1/2. So I'm guessing this one.
Well, I don't guess. I just put it up here like this all these years. And now I'm going to cut right on that lip right there. See that? What's that mark say? It says, what's that say?
Usually. Okay.
3, and what's that say right there?
It's 4 1/2.
Okay, that's
4 1/2. This is what we
okay.
Need. 3 1/4 to 4.
Yeah, but that'll be too tight. Go ahead, cut it. You'll see.
Okay. Also,
I don't mind. Go ahead and cut it.
First of all.
Okay, so he's going to cut it where he wants to cut it, and then if it's too tight, then we'll cut it where I want to cut it. No big deal. Normally, guys, we always put the hood on first, but then you got a little ring bunches. Usually what we do is we put our pipe through here, through the backside like this. Boom, like that, and we put it and we stop where we want it. But since we already did all that, we're going to go ahead and just feed it through the top. It's not like it can't be done. You're supposed to do it this way, but it can be done. Okay, don't. Oh, why are you going? Wait. Why are you going solo? Okay, that's where I said to do it, and you said to do it somewhere else.
Oh, no, I'll do it here. Make a difference.
Okay, let's try it your way first, and then because tighter would be better. You know what I mean? Okay, guys, I'm gonna let him do this. That way you don't have to see him cut his finger off. Okay, guys, he cut it where he wants. He's got his cut first, and then we'll try mine if it don't fit. I think you can get that, Vinny. There you go. That's going to be perfect. Yeah, there you go. Bring it all the way up. Way the hell up there. Good job. All the way up to the top and then bring it down a little bit. Just so it doesn't get used to that. There you go. Keep going higher. Get it all the way up and then reverse. Now bring it down.
There you go.
That looks good. Yeah. Yep, that looks really good, Vinny. Nice and tight. And we put cement here anyway. We don't want the UV to get to this. It's UV proof. It's ready to go, but when we do it, we put the plastic cement way up here and wrap it, and we even go over this. I mean, you guys can do it your way. We'll do it our way. I'm sure people are going to say, well, what a waste of cement. But I'll tell you what, when I'm in my grave, this thing will still be tighter than a frog's ass. So I've been doing this 34 years now. I probably do 2 or 3 roof vents a year. Not many, but I do at least a couple, you know, for either heater vents where they've done the flashing and they have me come and just waterproof it or check the waterproofing. And I do a bunch of these for fan exhaust. You'd be surprised, some of these fan exhausts for bathrooms are not even vented to the outside. They're just vented to the attic, and then they eventually end up with something going on in there, and they have us do these. I do maybe 3 or 4 of those a year, and every single time I do it the same. In the last 20-some years, I've never had a call for that boot failing. Okay, guys, we're over here trying to find the cable. Oh, there it is, guys, right there. So we're gonna put a hole right here, and see, this is another bathroom exhaust. That looks like for a heater. Anyway, we're gonna do our thing right here. Yeah, picture it out. Okay. Are you gonna fucking play with that all day?
No, I want to collect more rocks, so when we're done with it, we don't make a big mess, we don't lose it, then we can put it back over that black shit.
Oh, that's real green of you. Okay, let's now we're gonna go, guys, and we're gonna stick our tape measure from the bottom, because the vents are usually between 6 and 12 inches. As you can see, these look about 12 inches. We're gonna put ours probably 12 inches high. So we're just gonna measure. We're gonna send 12 inches of tape measure through there on top of that, and then we'll add what we need and we'll cut that pipe. So there we go. Okay, let's go cut that pipe. I doubt that already. It was on there. Thank you. Okay, guys, now we're going to take a tape measure and extend 12 inches past the roof line, and then we'll see how many inches we need coming down with the elbow, and that's where we're going to cut our pipe at. Okay, he's going to see where he wants it. He's going to extend 12 inches out, and then he's going to put his elbow where he wants it. I want it off the drywall a little bit, and then we can strap it. We can always strap it.
What I'm gonna do, Dad?
Do we have to make it complicated?
No.
Okay.
But I'm gonna count for a piece of wood to go straight across.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. For the drywall, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, good idea. Okay. That'll make. We're gonna put the one piece of drywall back, guys. That way they don't have to screw around that vent. They're gonna go ahead and re-drywall that. We'll put a piece in there with some 1x2s, just to make it easier on them, so they don't have to be putting those screws up there and hitting anything.
15.5.
Okay, guys, we want the cap to be 12 inches off the deck. So right here we put that there, plus whatever he needs. So 12 inches plus what he needs for his elbow comes to what? 16?
15.5.
15.5. Okay, so he's gonna cut it there. And that way the elbow will be coming here, something like that, and it'll all fit. So before we glue it on, Vinny, we should do a trial fit with the measurement from the bottom of this to the top of that. Actually, it don't matter because we can go in, cancel that.
can go
Just put
higher.
it, yeah, I can go higher. So don't worry about it. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. Let it rip, son. Looks good. Good enough. Looking good. Now, let's just glue that on. I'll kind of show you where I want it on the hood. And it doesn't fucking matter, but.
Well, before we glue it though, we gotta go put it on the roof, right?
Yeah. I can see us now gluing it. Yeah. But I don't want to anchor all this down yet
I know.
until we glue it because I don't want to wiggle this
No, we're gonna
around.
keep it flopped up.
Yeah.
I mean, loose.
Yeah, floppy. Okay, so we're gonna go over there and
But
see
I
what we
can glue
got.
this part
What part?
right here.
Yeah, you can glue that part. Cut a
keep
little
that
piece.
smaller.
You don't need much, do you?
No.
No,
just one of those
okay.
guys.
Damn, I thought you were gonna get your toe. Don't worry, I would have kicked you in the head before you cut through your toe.
Yeah. I think I would have felt it before I put the kick to the head. Ah, shit.
Alright, that looks good, guys. So now he's gonna put a little nipple on that right there, the shortest one.
Right there.
Yeah, right there. And then he can put his vent on there after. Okay, guys, I love using this stuff. I always have. I don't know that it makes any kind of difference at all, but in my mind it does. Basically, where he was all those rocks and stuff, I'm going to quote it. I'm going to coat it right now so it has time to dry. And that way, when we put our tar, it goes up, it helps the cement. It's a primer that you'll use for asphalt coatings and cements. So I like putting it down. And then, of course, I'll use this to coat this just to make it look black. And then I'll put some on the rubber, and then I'll put all my plastic cement. I love plastic roof cement. I don't like the one that's patching wet patch because it never dries. You can wet patch something, and a year later, that stuff wants to just sit there and probably sag. So I only use wet patch if I'm doing an active leak. But if it's not an active leak and I got 24-hour dry time, I use plastic roof cement right there. So. Okay, that's pretty good, guys. So I'm just gonna get the spray paint now. And I'm blowing this way. I'm gonna get blowing on me. Okay, I think I'm gonna let this dry a few minutes. It doesn't take long. And there we go. Okay, guys, I'm gonna let that dry a little bit. I'm gonna let it dry before I drop that down in there. Maybe we can play with it down there for about 5-10 minutes until that dries a little bit. Okay. Okay, guys, what he's going to do is before we glue that on to the vent pipe through the roof, he wants to get that vent taped on to that because it'll be a lot easier. See how he's got that? So he wants to get that taped on really nice since that piece is already glued. That way, you know, he can shuffle it around. So I'm going to let him tape that vent up really nice. Alright, guys, he put a hose clamp around it. I think I got some of that on the video. Anyway, he put a dryer hose clamp around it, and now he's putting the tape around it just to make sure she's sealed up really good. Nothing special, but You can see the hose clamp. Watch. Let me zoom in.
Right.
Show them what
There's
is
a nipple.
hose clamp. Yeah, there's a nipple right there. Anyway, hose clamp. All right. Okay, guys. He's yeah. He's got his 90, which is already taped and strapped with the dryer vent clamp. The clamp for the hose. I'm gonna go ahead and take ABS glue and put it in there with this right here, leaving this up. Once I get to that point, I'll fire up the camera again. For now, I'm going to put some glue on here, glue on there, and set that sucker in. And then we'll adjust everything else after. Alright guys, we got that in there. It's glued into the 90. Look how nice and tight that vent pipe is. We don't have much slop there. Just a little bit. And we're going to put our plastic cement around that area down there. Then we're going to butter all this up. Then put it down, put our Simpsons, and then butter the top of that up. But that's good enough for this job here. So, yeah, we need to get that off. But maybe the heat will get it off from the sun.
It's not that hot today.
We're going to see if we can get that off. If not, screw it. Alright, anyway, we'll just mud over it. Just get to where the rubber is. See where it's stuck on the rubber? Yeah, right there. Get that off. And he's going to go fasten that 90 into place. And that's good enough. And then when he's done, then we'll butter up underneath here and get it all done. Hey guys, I had to go to Home Depot. So Vinny was doing this. And he got some pictures for us. So just take them through. Okay, next picture. Okay, that looks good. Everything's in. They can plaster that. Let me see the ones before that. That one and one more before that, if that's it. Yeah, there you go, please. Okay, everything looks good. And so you put some plumber's tape to hold the...
Yeah, to strap the...
How'd you strap from one end to the other on the wood?
Yeah, I went, looped around it like that.
Okay, that's good enough for me, man. Okay, so we're going to get up on the roof and finish that sucker off. Okay, so, and you... Well, that looks good. They can plaster that, no fucking problem. Look at that. The only one we wanted to seal up for them, guys, was this one. They're going to do the rest of the drywall. And they're going to plaster that too, but we wanted to put that. We were afraid they wouldn't know how to get it where they want to get it. And they'd end up putting holes through the pipe or something. So Vinny got that all situated. Now all they have to do is plaster it and do the rest. So everything's looking good there. I'll get a little picture. And that's good. All right, we're going to go on the roof, guys, and let's see what happens. Okay, guys, so what we're going to do here is all this is dried really nice. We're going to butter up with plastic cement. Let me show it to them, what we're using. Plastic cement, use that. We're going to butter up this pipe right where the goes through. And then we're going to butter up underneath this here. We're going to put it down, put some Simpson screws, and then we're going to butter the hell out of it after that. I will get some video of everything here. Okay, Vinny, butter. No, don't do that first because you'll get it all over you. Do the pipe first. The pipe where the floor is.
Right here?
Yeah. Just butter that sucker up nice. Put a nice V, a nice bevel. Yeah. Go all the way around that. Get that really nice. And then you can butter up underneath it. And look at these patches, guys. These are all patches right here. Look at all these patches right here. Yeah. I have some pictures of that too. There we go. Looking really good. Yep, that's all you have to do. Looking good, man. Yep. Put that shit to it. That's why I bought 2 cans if you need it. Okay. As long as it's smeared against the pipe and it's smeared against everything, it makes contact with those surfaces, you're good. But put that little spice in and you're done. There you go. Okay, you're done with that part. Just make sure that you don't have no holes in it. Make sure all the holes are sealed up. There you go. Yeah, waffle over your wood. And then you'll find if you do different, yeah, like that, you'll find out how it is. Okay, so now, Vinny, butter up. Oh, you got a little hole right there. Not that it's going to do anything. Right there, yeah. Okay, that looks good. Now, take as much as you can and butter up the hole underneath of this ring right here.
Underneath?
Yep. You don't have to fill fill the hole, just the flat part.
Oh, just right here.
Yeah, you don't need to cram it full of shit inside the you know what I mean? Just the underneath, because we're gonna push that down. It's gonna sandwich. Okay, guys, I'm gonna let him butter it up like this. This is what he's doing. Just gonna go around and butter the hell out of that flat part, and then once he's got that done, he'll go ahead and push that thing down and go from there. This might take him a little bit, so I'll get back to it once he's done. Okay, guys, he's got it all buttered up underneath. Now I'm gonna have him butter up this stuff. That way, if there's rocks protruding up that are stiff and this isn't thick enough, that part will be. It's basically like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, man. Butter up both sides of it and put the bread together. And that way, when I leave this place tonight, I know that in my lifetime, this thing's never going to leak. And in Vinny's lifetime, who knows? I mean,
it should stick.
The roof might leak around it, but it's not going to leak where he's doing his patching. So we don't even have to put screws on these guys, but I do. I put Simpson screws right through this aluminum and this soft metal, and I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I put 3 on each side, 1 in each corner, and 1 in the middle, and I don't buckle it down too tight. I don't buckle it where it warps it. I just get it down so it snugs the tar, and you're good to go. This will never leak. I do 2, 3 of these a year in the last 30-some years, and nobody's ever called me because one of my vents are leaking. I get called out for this kind of stuff. See how there's cracks in here? Either the owner will see it and get scared because he was up here doing an inspection and want to fix it, or it's actually leaking. I probably get 1 or 2 calls a year when the rains hit and these vents start leaking. And man, we just get a gallon of that or 2 gallons of it, depending on how many there is, or even 5-gallon buckets, and just plaster all around it. You know what I mean? So just make sure that when I push this down, Vinny, you'll have plenty of tar there. Yeah. And when you push it down, Vinny, you don't want to push it and squash it down, then it comes back up. You want to just bring it down until it's pretty even, firmly, and then we'll put some screws in it. So, okay, so now go ahead, and once you push down, don't push back up, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Then we'll go from there. Okay, guys, he's going to glove back up, and we'll get this going. Okay, he's got just a little bit more to go. And, this may look like overkill, but if you want to go home and not worry about 2 or 3 years later, somebody calling you and saying, hey, my ceiling is buckling, there's water coming around the vent pipe, or there's water coming down into the exhaust. You don't want that, all that drywall work and shit. It's better. This don't cost much.
If anything, if that happened, we'd be like, who fucks with it then?
That's right. We'd be, yeah. If this ever leaks, we're going to be like, who screwed with it then? Okay, go ahead and bring that down, Vinny. And when you bring it down, keep your fingers on the inner side. That way, and you can do it with those gloves because you're going to plaster it anyway. There you go. Now down. There you go. Go ahead. Now, do the four corners, kind of milk it into the four corners. Okay, now go get some screws. And like I said, you don't even need to screw this, guys, but I don't know. Mine was always overkill. You can just put that plastic cement over it and it's done. I mean, look how they flash things. They flash things. They don't put nails and flashing on some of the items like around that fireplace. You won't see no nails on that flashing right there. You'll just have the adhesive, the cement itself holding it. But we're going to do a few.
Simpsons?
Yeah, get some Simpsons. Put one and then in the middle and then there, just go around it.
Okay,
And
two on
don't,
each corner,
yeah.
or two on each side.
Well, you're going to put one in each corner and one in the middle.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to let him get his, we're going to use Simpsons.
Right here.
Simpsons is good stuff. Right there. So we'll let him get going with that. And it's got the washer on it and everything. Okay, he's walking. He's, you know, as he's doing that, he's walking his fingers down and laying it down. All right. Okay, he's going to go around and do the rest of those. And you don't have to worry if it bubbles up a little bit there because it's got tar under there. Plus, we're gonna go ahead and cover it all up anyway when we're done.
Yeah.
All this is gonna get tar from here down.
And rock.
Yeah, and rock.
I found where there was some rock.
Later. All right, guys. He's almost got the last one done here, and then we'll get to buttering up everything. What I would suggest he does is butter all this excess inward, and then we'll do the top and we'll float it out, and it's going to be like a V. That way water hits it, it runs down. It doesn't puddle in there. Okay, so now, Vinny, you can leave what
I'm done with the screws, right?
Right. Good. Change your gloves and everything. That way you can start over. Okay. If you want, Vinny, you can take all this right here that's squeezing out and butter it back in.
Okay.
And then I'll show you what we're going to do around the pipe here.
Okay, we'll do that.
Now, guys, I don't know. I would never suggest leaving this unbuttered, you know, where the rubber hits the pipe. I wouldn't. Yes, they say it's snug, but I wouldn't do that. So we are going to butter it. Okay, guys, he's going to just go ahead and V it out, or, you know, spread it inward, because when it rains, you want the water to go down here and then down here. You don't want the water to puddle up there. So we'll just go ahead and get that. Once he uses his paint stick to get it all on, then he can take a disposable spatula and just go around it. And then I like him to go at least a half inch over the lip. Yeah, a half inch. Yeah.
I'm gonna start doing that.
Yeah, you can do that. Just doesn't have to be pretty. It just has to be
I just need to
good.
get it on first.
It's about weatherproof. You know what I mean? Okay, guys, I'm gonna let him. He's gonna go all the way. If you watch, just go a little bit. He's gonna go about a half inch up that pipe. That way, we know that lip is sealed good, and it'll never move either because this plastic cement gets hard like this. If you use Henry's 208 or 206, I forget which one.
208.
Yeah, it's for a wet patch.
208.
They never dry. You can come out there a year. I have spots on my roof that Vinny used on a rainy day, and we had to. And that stuff is, I can still push my finger in it. But this stuff here gets hard as a rock, but it's also flexible. So anyway, he's going to go around there and get this really good. So let me get a picture of that. Put your stick there. Okay. Perfect. All right, guys, I'm going to let him do this, and we'll take a final look at it in a few. Okay, guys, whatever he has left, once he's got that looking nice, we're going to go to areas like this that have cracks in it. If you see right here, it's got shit like that. We're going to fix all that until we run out. Once he's got that done, then we take this spray right here, and we spray this cap. That'll give it much more longevity, where it doesn't rust. These are doing pretty good, but you can see they start to do their thing. If you put some of that stuff on there, that spray paint, it'll help it. Plus, it's not an eyesore from the street. Guys, this is how you want it. Right there. See how he's got it like a volcano? And I like them to go above the line, because see how you got little holes like this, man? See that little hole?
Yeah.
If you're up above the line, that won't mean nothing. There you go. What you want to do is when you're all done, just go around it, make sure you don't have no voids. And man, that looks really good. Let me get a picture of that. Okay. Okay, guys, that is really nice. That looks really nice. Looks good, everything. Now we're going to spray the cap, and then we're going to load some rock on there. Okay, guys, it's looking good. Everything is sealed. It's going to dry. This has like oil in it and shit. It'll keep it from rusting. Now we're going to do something with the rock. Okay, guys, he's got it looking really nice all the way around. Looking really good. Real professional. Oh, you're doing good.
Oh, maybe right here.
Huh? I think you're good.
All right.
Yeah, we're going to use whatever's left in that can for holes like that, whatever's left, and then throw it away. That's going to be it right there, guys. Let me just get a final picture of this shit and call it done. I don't think anybody else would give it much more than that. So, all right, guys, what we got left to do is over here. Here's the part right here.
Check these?
Do this one, please.
You check these over this?
Well, here, start with that one.
All right. Where at?
Right there. Then you can go anywhere you want after that. Just smear it on. Okay, guys, what Vinny's going to do is just go around all these and use whatever's left in the can. And then once he's done with that, we're going to just clear the roof off, put everything away, get his van loaded up, and then we're going to decide what we're going to do for dinner. Alicia is really sick right now at home with the flu, so cooking at home is out the door for her. So she likes to cook, don't get me wrong, but I would never ask her because I know she's sick. I don't know what could happen in the middle of the night if I did that, but anyway, like with a pillow over my head. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get all this picked up, and then we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do for dinner. Some drive-through. Okay, guys, Vinny got it all in. I'm gonna do a little suction test here. Let me get a picture of that. Okay.
Maybe toilet paper from the other room.
Oh yeah, he's got. Oops, I just tripped over your dustpan. Anyway, you put in a regular switch because you don't want a dimmer there. So you want some toilet paper. Hold on. Okay, guys, let's see what he's gonna do there.
I'll make sure it's on.
Yeah, don't let it suck it up into the motor, okay?
You would. I mean, it's a big channel, that's why.
There we go.
That's
Let go?
It's all open.
Yeah, just put it long so.
It'll get sucked in if
I don't know, let go. Let's see what it does.
It'll get sucked in. Here, I'll do it this way so I don't get sucked in.
Try it. It won't get sucked in. Try it. Now let go real fast. Let me get a picture. I almost had a picture.
Got sucked in. You saw it.
Here, just put your finger on one corner. Okay, ready? That's good. Thank you. That's all I needed.
Go, 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 go.
Got it. Okay.
You saw it though. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's all open. If you look at it, it's all open. Here, take the ladder.
Well, this is the same one I have, and it's you can see,
Go up there.
guys. This is all open. You get good suction out of this, but it's all the way around. You got
Open.
all open, so that that is why that it looks like it's not sucking, but it is. It's just you got everything open like in mine. This is the same one I have.
Mm-mm. You got the one with the LED.
Well, I got the one with the light.
Yeah.
But when you turn it on, you turn on the shower and the steam, man, it just sucks it right out of there. But this is good. All right, guys, that's going to be it for this video. All right, guys, have a good night.